Peter. You look cheerful today. Did something good happen this morning?
Hi, Lisa. Yes, actually, I went to the park early this morning and it completely made my day.
That's wonderful. Parks have that magical way of refreshing your mind. Which park did you go to?
I went to Greenfield Park. It's not far from my house. It's big, quiet, and full of trees.
Oh, I know that one. It's a lovely place. What do you usually do there?
Mostly I walk or jog, but today I just sat on a bench and watched people around me. There were kids playing, couples walking their dogs, and some old men doing Tai Chi.
That sounds so relaxing. Observing life in the park can be like watching a little world of its own.
Exactly. It feels alive. Everyone seems happy or peaceful.
Parks really are places where people slow down. They remind us to breathe, literally and figuratively.
True. I think we all need that kind of space, especially people who live in the city.
Definitely. Nature helps balance our stressful routines. Do you often visit the park, Peter?
Not as often as I should. I used to go every weekend, but recently I've been busy with work and English practice.
Speaking of English practice, did you do any English learning while you were there?
Kind of. I listened to an English podcast while walking. Actually, I listened to the Daily Dose English.
That's a smart move. Learning while doing something you enjoy makes it easier to remember new things.
Yes, and since the park was calm, I could really focus on pronunciation and intonation.
Excellent. Did you repeat out loud or shadow the speaker?
I tried shadowing. Some people looked at me strangely, but I didn't care.
That's the spirit. The park is a perfect place for that. There's enough open space and your voice can be free.
Right. And the birds were singing in the background. It almost felt like a natural sound effect for my practice.
That's so poetic, Peter. Do you ever use what you see in the park to describe things in English?
Not really. How can I do that?
Simple. Just describe what you see, either out loud or in your head. For example, a child is flying a red kite, or the sunlight is shining through the leaves. It's great for vocabulary and grammar.
Oh, that's a great idea. So I can turn my park visit into a speaking exercise.
Exactly. You can also take pictures and later write short paragraphs about them in English.
That would help me remember words like bench, fountain, pathway, blossom, and shade.
Perfect examples. And you'll notice how those small descriptive details can make your English more vivid.
I think next time I'll bring my notebook and write down new words I see.
Wonderful idea. Maybe we can do a park-themed English challenge next week.
I like that. What would that include?
Let's say you spend 1 hour in a park and describe at least 10 things you see, hear, smell, or feel, all in English.
Wow, that's creative. So it's like using all five senses?
Exactly. For example, I see children chasing butterflies. I hear the rustle of leaves. I smell fresh cut grass. I feel the gentle breeze on my skin.
That sounds beautiful. I could even record myself saying those sentences to practice speaking.
Yes, and then compare your pronunciation with native speakers later.
You always have such fun ideas, Lisa.
Smiles. Well, language learning should feel alive, just like the park.
That's so true. By the way, what do you usually do when you go to the park?
I love morning walks. I usually bring my coffee and a book. Sometimes I even teach English to kids outdoors.
Really? That must be nice. Fresh air and learning at the same time.
It is, and the kids love it because they can move around while learning vocabulary.
That reminds me of my childhood. I used to play in the park every evening with my friends.
What games did you play?
Mostly soccer, tag, or hide and seek. Sometimes we raced our bicycles along the path.
Those memories always make people smile, don't they?
Yes, absolutely. When I'm in the park now, I feel a bit nostalgic.
Nostalgia can be a lovely feeling. It connects us with who we were.
I agree. Parks are like time machines, they bring back childhood.
Laughs. That's beautifully said.
Thank you. I noticed something. People at the park seem friendlier.
You're right. Maybe because everyone feels more relaxed and open.
I even chatted with a stranger today, an old man walking his dog.
That's great. What did you talk about?
We talked about his dog and the weather, then somehow we ended up talking about how people need more green spaces in the city.
Very meaningful topic. And look at you using English to connect with people. Even small talk is powerful practice.
Yeah, I tried to remember some polite expressions like, what a lovely dog, and it's a beautiful morning, isn't it?
Perfect examples. You're getting really good at this.
Thanks. I've realized that learning English isn't just about grammar, it's about living with the language.
Exactly. When you connect language to experiences, like your park visits, it becomes part of your life.
So true. By the way, I also noticed a small cafe near the park entrance. Maybe next time I'll order coffee there and practice English with the barista.
That's an excellent plan. Real life conversations are the best teachers.
Speaking of which, I've been trying to learn how to describe nature better. Could you help me with some useful expressions?
Of course. Let's go through a few. The sky is clear blue. The flowers are in full bloom. The leaves are dancing in the wind. The air feels crisp and cool.
Wow, those sound so natural and poetic.
Yes, you can use them to sound more like a native speaker. The key is to mix sensory language with emotion.
That makes sense. Instead of just saying the park is nice, I can say the park is peaceful and full of life.
Exactly. That's how you make your English expressive.
I think the park is the perfect metaphor for learning English.
Oh? Tell me more.
Well, at first, it feels like exploring new territory. You're unsure where to start, but the more you walk around, the more familiar it becomes.
That's a brilliant analogy, Peter. I might use that in my next class.
Feel free. Maybe you can even make a podcast episode called English is like a park.
Smiles. Not a bad idea. You'd be my guest speaker, of course.
I'd love that.
So, what's your biggest takeaway from today's park visit?
That small things like listening to birds or feeling the breeze can remind us that learning should be joyful and calm.
Beautifully said. Learning English isn't a race, it's a walk in the park, literally and figuratively.
Smiles. I'll remember that, Lisa.
Good. So, next week, we can record a short episode in the park itself.
That sounds amazing. I'll bring my notebook, headphones, and maybe some sandwiches.
Perfect. We'll make it a picnic learning day.
Deal. I'm excited already.
Me too, Peter. English lessons with sunshine and trees. Who can ask for more?
Definitely not me.
Great. So, your homework, spend 30 minutes in the park this weekend and describe what you see, hear, and feel in English.
Got it, teacher? And I'll send you my notes.
Excellent. I'm proud of how much you're growing in confidence.
Thank you, Lisa. Your lessons are like a breath of fresh air, just like the park.
Aw, that's sweet of you to say. All right, then. Until our next English walk in the park.
See you soon, Lisa.